In this video, I want to warn you, all my saints and friends, that Beyoncé is on her way. I want to make sure that y'all know that she's on her way. You've been warned. The beehive is finna be in full effect. Let's go. Listen, this is Rock Leach with Social Fire, and I want to talk about Beyonce, and I really want to prepare everybody for what's getting ready to happen. Now, Beyonce announced something on Instagram that her new album was getting ready to drop. It's getting ready to come out. I know I said drop, but to all of my elderly audience, it's getting ready to come out. She's getting ready to put an album out. And so what's happening is that March the 29th, it is coming out. Now, I don't say this with a level of anticipation like I'm going to buy the album, like, oh my God, I've got to go and buy the album, because I don't buy her albums. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that y'all completely know that I don't buy her albums, but I do know that whenever Beyonce puts out something, that it is a level of shock sometimes to the church, especially this last one that she had out, because there were several pastors, mainly Bishop Patrick Wooden, who came forward. No, he came after her for that church girl song, you know, especially Twinkie Clark. Now, Bishop Patrick Wooden wasn't trying to curry no favor, because to come after Twinkie Clark is to come after almost to come after church Kojic church music, because you know we know Twinkie Clark as the queen of the Hammond B3 organ. And gave Kojic their sound, but also she's the sister rather of Bishop J. Drew Sheard and Karen Clark Sheard. They are connected there, and so he wasn't trying to curry no favor by sharing his thoughts. Now, I looked at this, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, I appreciate and have a lot of respect for Bishop Patrick Wooden. Do I agree with everything he says? No, I do not. But I like that he says what he says and he stands on what he says. Can I get a witness around here? So Bishop Patrick Wooden, if he says it, he's going to stand on it. And a lot of times people will say things based on whatever level of atmosphere they're in, because they change with the temperature, but not Bishop Patrick Wooden. And I have a major respect for him on that. But I just want to warn you all, Beyonce is coming. The Beehive is coming. And she announced it on her Instagram. And when she announced it on her Instagram, she has about 350 people, 50 million people on her Instagram. She has 320 million followers. Had to actually get that information correct. She has 320 million followers. And, you know, so whenever you announce that, you know, things like that, you've already got the millions of followers, you know, the Beehive and, you know, Mama Hive, Sister Hive, everybody is on there. So they're going to hear that information, and they are waiting with high anticipation. She's already released some songs, I believe. And I'm going to tell you this. Whenever Beyonce puts out something, I don't believe, I'm just going to say this personally. I know some people are going to get in the comments. You have a right to disagree with me, respectfully disagree. I have no problem with that. But I don't believe that she goes with the intention of offending the church. I don't think that's her goal. I think her goal is music, and her creativity many times interfere with what we know as proper interpretation of the scripture. But I don't believe that's actually her goal. Now, I do believe there are some artists that is their goal. Their goal is to be offensive to the church. Now, y'all know I've already done a video about Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X likes to be offensive to the church. I mean, if it's this last album he had come out, songs or whatever, he basically was, you know, just making fun of or mocking communion. And, you know, he mocked the cross. And whenever somebody put themselves on the cross, they going after controversy. That's what his goal was. And I wish that he would make it more about his gift than about a gimmick. He needs real people around him that really love him, that can tell him, hey, let's make it about the gift. Because I believe he's gifted. I just believe he's confused. And, he's confused and he's doing things like that go against what we believe in the church, in the Christian church, in the Christian community. Now, let's be real. There are several different flavors of Christianity. Y'all get what I'm saying? There are several different flavors of Christianity, but Lil Nas sets out to affect all flavors, all 31 flavors. He going after them all. I believe it's Baskin Robbins have 31 flavors. Y'all pray for me. Correct me down there in the comments if I'm wrong. But there, we have Apostolic, we have Kojic, we have Baptist, we have, it's a lot, a lot of different flavors of Christianity, but he goes to affect them all. The gospel altogether. Whenever you say the gospel, we're talking about the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. I know y'all saying the good news. That is it as well. But we're talking about the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And he goes to be offensive to it all. Now, I don't believe, this is just me, I don't believe that Beyonce goes after that. Like that's her goal to offend the church. I just believe that within her creativity, and I'm not giving her a pass. If she says it, she says it. But y'all will never get a response from Beyonce, which I believe is wisdom on her end. She doesn't give any responses, but she has to know, being at the top, that people are going to come after her. When you say something, you have that much influence. People want to make sure that others really understand what this is. And so that's why people like Bishop Patrick Wooden, like myself, because I'm going to make some videos going forward. I know I am. We got that date. It's going to be the 29th. I'm going to tell y'all that on moving forward in April, y'all going to see a lot of content drop around Beyonce's album. And so I'm warning you all, just kind of letting y'all know that it's coming. Beyonce is coming. I need the church to get ready for it because Beyonce is coming. I need all the pastors that's going to get your word together, got sermons that you've been needing to put out there, got them good topics. Sometimes God will give us a good topic, but he ain't gave us the word to go with that topic, so we saved it. Well, I do that. I'm just gonna say that I do that. Y'all pray for me. Sometimes I get a good topic and I don't have a message just yet, but I like, ooh, that topic feel good. I can almost get something from it, but I don't just jump. Okay, I'm sorry. The preacher in me just started talking. But I want y'all, all pastors, preachers, y'all get your word together because you're going to have something to say about Beyonce. Every time something come out, she's always got something that everybody ends up talking about. But I really want to know what you think about it. Get down in the comments. Now, I'm only saying that because, let me say this about the comments. When you get in them comments, go ahead and get in the comments. Say what you want to say. I don't mind you. I love biblical responses. I love even if you're getting your feelings, as long as it lends value to the conversation. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. But I want you to get in the comments because sometimes, and I believe with this right here, we will come back to do videos in the future on the comments because I love our community and I will do videos and put our community out there with those great comments, even if it's controversial comments, but I always go for the thought-provoking. And so I want to really know what you think about this. Jump down in the comments section and let me know what you think about the Beehive and Beyonce are on their way. Let's go.